This is JordanTower.
And let's see. This is JordanTower with JT News. I think we're getting a little bit of a delay, but this is the live for today. I appreciate you guys so much. Let me go on here and share this real quick so we can all be a part of the show. I hope you guys are having a great day today. We got a couple little news stories for the day. We'll get right into that. Let me just share this. Let's see. Give me one sec, guys. I hope you guys are having a good day today, man. Been a weird day, but it's a good day. Okay, all right, we got it. All right, so we're going to talk about Post Malone. Who knew Post Malone was making so much dough, okay? We got French Montana. He's getting a little love quarrel over him. You got Doja Cat and Nene Leakes. Which one would you choose? That's the question. Let's get right into it. Make sure you smash that like button here if you're in the room too. Make sure you, come on. All right, so first off, we're going to talk about Gillie though. So this guy named Dev, let me get to the live stream. Okay, so this guy named Dev, and shout out to Ryan, Marvin, Dave, Tory. I see you guys. Tory got it. Tory's new video's fire. Okay, it's out right now. I like it, but he sounds like Meek on it. Let's be honest, okay? I've been in the gas station all night. That's like some Meek lines. He sounds like Meek on that song, and then the other song, there's a song where he really, like, he sounds a lot like Drake on a lot of songs on here. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Because Tory's still giving you great music. But there's this one song where he's like going off on everybody. Which one is it? My mouse just died. I'm having a weird day, like I said. There's a song where he's going at everybody, and he sounds just like Drake, and he picked like a throwback type of beat to use on it, which was pretty perfect. I mean, it's one of my favorite songs in the album. Malcolm Mack, I see you, Little Ryan, everybody. But he really sounds a lot like Drake and Meek Mill on this album. I can't lie. Okay, like it's for sure. Like I don't know if you guys hear it or not. I do. I hear it. Okay, here we are. I got my mouse back working. Okay, so we got. Is this Friends Become Strangers? Yeah, that one he sounds like Drake. A Woman, he sounds like Drake. He does that whole thing where he starts rapping after singing for most of the song. Now, Tory Lanez is great. It's a great album, okay? Besides everything that's happening with Meg and everything and the smear campaign, we don't know what happened. I'm in the middle, so I'm not siding with anybody over anything. But that's what happened with that. We were going to get into Gillie. I'm all over the place tonight. We were going to get into Gillie first. So Gillie and Dev, okay? I understand I'm very disorganized on this live, but it's okay. Anyways, Gillie and Dev. So Dev used to do the sound at Gillie's thing. He went back at Gillie. Gillie dissed him on Nori's podcast. You know, he said, Dev is a guy who had nothing before, and we brought him in, and we offered to pay him $500 an hour, and then, he declined and wanted 10% of the company because they got a $3 million deal with Barstool. Now, Dev clarifies on his podcast that he found out it was a $3 million deal because they were doing business through the same email they were uploading on, and he had access to it. So he saw it, and they lied to him. They said there's no money, it's just internet stuff. Now, I could see it two ways. First, Gillie started this, like you said, in 2012 on Instagram. He made it hot. He got his career back going in a different direction, being a social media star, and turned it into a podcast with Dev eventually. But it started, there was roots somewhere, okay? It started somewhere. Him and when Wallow came home, they started doing like little stuff together online. And then I guess Dev was friends with them. He's a sound engineer and probably helped them architect the podcast. So he deserves some stuff too. I don't know if he deserves 10%. when you work hard to build something and someone comes in and just does the sound and stuff, it's hard to give them 10% unless that's established from the gate. But I can also see, I've seen this because I've experienced it with people in the industry. You're building something, it's really their thing. That's the first mistake, it's their thing. And you're building it with them and for them. And then the money comes in and they've been promising you stuff all along. And then they draw back and say, yo, we're going to pay you like a worker, $500 an hour, which is like an hour. So it's $500 per podcast to $1,000 per podcast, right? Maybe $1,500 a podcast. Maybe it takes 3 hours to edit and upload it, right? Let's just be generous. $3,000 a podcast. Now Dev broke it down where they get $600,000 the first year, $1 million is the second year or something, and then 1.5 the third year. I'm sure that if they lost steam, they wouldn't re-up, right? So, I don't know, man. You know, things are weird here because Dev is saying one thing and Gillie's saying another. Now, who do I side with? I don't like it when people come in and do a little bit of work and then expect 10%, okay? But I also don't like when people promise people things and then don't hold up to it, you know? So, I don't know, man. You know, it's just messy doing business. Because people don't want to pay for the foundation years. They probably didn't want to pay Dev until money was introduced into the situation, right? If they had been paying Dev all along, that would have been different. This is part of my problem I had when I was like doing music videos and say I did stuff with like 2 Chainz or something. And then as soon as they get lit, you know, they're out. They don't do videos. They don't even give you the B-level videos anymore. As soon as they get on Def Jam. And that's what sucks because you help build their career with them, you know? So, you know, Dev probably deserved more than $500 an hour. He probably deserved maybe a lifetime contract or something like that. As long as he's working on it, he's guaranteed a job. I don't know. You know, they could have worked something out a little better. I think we're a little... Once you reach into your 30s, you're a little old to just dismiss somebody. You should talk it out like men instead of just saying you're tripping, get out of here. Can't let your ego come into play because, you know, I'm sure they'll be fine without Dev and Dev will be fine without them. If I was Dev, this is what I would have done. I would have stayed, okay, cool. Give me that. Give me a little bit more. I would have negotiated more and then work on your podcast and use that to push your podcast, you know? That's what I would have done. Courtesy, I see you, Felding, King, Kaoken. I can't pronounce all your names, but I'm trying. Don, Fruity Loop Mafia, I see you, man. Ryan Garrett, John, I see you. So, yeah, and then what else? The one more talking point before we move on to the next thing. He said, talked about Wallow just following Gillie and not having any power. Talked about hating on Meek in private, but supporting him in his IG comments. I could see that. That's normal New York area, Philly type stuff, okay? Talked about hating on Joe Budden, laughing and smiling in his face on IG Live. Yeah, I could see that. That's normal. I mean, Dev shouldn't even have talked about that. That's just normal stuff. There ain't no friends in this. Talked about him lying about contracts. I could see that too. I mean, you know, listen, you shouldn't have expected 10%. Nobody wants to give up 10%. I've been screwed. You always get screwed. You're going to get screwed a few times in this business. I would have used it, though, to catapult my own podcast. I would have just negotiated. Like, when I first did the Come Up with Fendi, and we did that together, I was paying my dues at that time, too. Fendi had already been in the game. Fendi's like, I think he's 20 years older than me. And he'd already been in the game with like Biggie, everybody else. So, yeah, he had way more connections than me in the beginning, you know, for sure. And I was willing to just take a small amount of money each DVD and be allowed to promote myself. And, you know, you got to pay your dues, you know. You got to pay your dues. You know, I'm not coming at anyone. I'm just saying that's part of life, paying your dues. Okay, so back to Tory Lanez. I think he sounds a lot like Drake on the first couple songs. He sounds like Meek Mill on Money Over Fallouts to me. But it's still his stuff. He wrote it. It's just, I think that, it's like, and you know what? I think it's a really great album. As much as people were doing a smear campaign and everything on it, if you just look at the music, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. Oh, yeah, someone said Dev podcast dope too. Yeah, I checked out Dev's podcast. It's nice. Dastardly, I see you. Miss Catty. Yeah, I like Dev. Dev's podcast is nice. It looks professional. It's nice. And, there'll always be an audience for somebody, he represents Philly. I think he has a successful studio in Philly, to be honest with you. So I think he'll be fine. Okay, it's just, it's unfortunate when business goes south. It always does too, unfortunately. Then, so the Tory Lanez album's out, smear campaign that's going on. He dropped a video today. I like it a lot. I don't know if you guys like it. I thought it was very creative. People like it, man. Kanye West owns big. Oh, we got to talk about that later. Kanye West owing Big Sean $3 million and wouldn't sign off on Sean getting masters on Def Jam? You got to be kidding me. Kanye West was lying? That's preposterous. Let's get to the next bit of business. We got French Montana and Doja Cat. They cuddled up on a boat in the Mediterranean somewhere. In love, while Nene leaks, there's tea leaking on Nene Leaks. Mama Raiden, I haven't seen you in a while, so shout out to you. Nene Leaks, people were leaking information that she might have tried to, Me Too French Montana. She was putting her hands all over him. She's a married woman. That's just a rumor, but hey. In the same day, French Montana scores. Doja Cat looks good in a lot of her Fashion Nova pictures. I ain't gonna lie. You see Tory new video from Osai. Yeah, it's creative. That video is creative. I ain't gonna lie. Tory knows how to entertain. That's a fact. That's a fact. There's a reason why people don't date people in the music business. You know that, right? Because when things go left, they go left, and this is going left. Okay. He didn't learn. It's okay. And I'm not saying Meg's wrong. I'm just saying she shouldn't date people in the music business either. Both of them shouldn't. It gets messy. Yeah, I don't believe that. Cutie Pie says he's playing the victim, saying record labels to stop. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Kanye? You talking about Tory? Tory got his masters back. I don't believe that's why all this is happening to him. I think it's just bad choices. They did try to take Michael Jackson down, but not for that reason. I don't think. Maybe. He did speak out about Sony a lot. Prince spoke out about all the labels. That was very public. But people like conspiracy theories, and I don't. I don't play into that kind of stuff. But yeah. Kanye. I can't believe he didn't sign off. Anyways, Post Malone has a $1.7 million McLaren. Okay, I saw this on a car channel I watched called The Stradman. Post Malone's $1.7 million hypercar delivered to his house. His dad takes delivery. It's their car, and they're selling it. So I think they're doing something with his car place. But wow, Post Malone is getting that cheddar. Okay, wow, that's a lot of money. Post Malone obviously is very successful. He has 2 smash albums. I think they both are multi-platinum. He does a lot of big endorsement deals. Charlemagne still hates him. I mean, I thought Post Malone kept it real. He didn't want to be on the freshman cover because he didn't want to be labeled as just a rapper. Because he's a singer-rapper, and it's his art, but Charlemagne couldn't take it. He felt like he was culturally appropriating. I think that he was hanging out with a lot of people in LA that had a lot of influence on him, and that's how he was dressing at the time. He was only 20. He was only 20 years old. You're very impressionable at 20 years old, so you can't. Post Malone was still figuring out who he is as a human being, you know? Anyways, Tory not lying. They've been trying to blackball Tory his whole career. I could see that, you know. Post Malone being successful is an understatement, JT. Boy is... Yeah, he's probably got a bank in his house at this point. I mean, you know, he's like Drake. They're beyond rap. Drake's beyond rap too at this point. It's just you're an entertainer. You're not a rapper. You are an entertainer. Hit that like button, guys. Stop being cheap with those likes. I see you guys. 44 likes, 207 people watching. Come on, man. We should easily be at 80 likes. It's free. Don't you want that positive energy? Don't you want that positive energy, my G? Anyways, yeah, so what else is going on here? Let's get to some random news. That's always fun. All right. Let's go in. Metro Boomin thanks Pen and Pixel for Lacing Savage Mode 2 cover. That cover's fire. It looks just like a throwback cover from the late 90s. Marc Gasol leaving the NBA. Okay. YG reveals My Life 100 track list. Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, and more. Rick Ross provides an update on Richer Than I Ever Been. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready for another Rick Ross album. He said Rich Forever's next album could drop sooner than we think. You know why? Nobody is performing now. People need that money, okay? So people are going to start dropping. A lot of people have been dropping albums, okay? I heard that Westside Gunn is dropping an album with his debut Shady album soon. Like, very soon. That's nice. Spotify employees may strike if Joe Rogan podcast isn't censored. This has been going on for a week. I don't know if you've, not heard it. I cannot believe that people that work at Spotify want to censor somebody like Joe Rogan, who's very much, I don't know if you ever listen to his podcast. He's very in the middle, always willing to listen to both sides, doesn't give his opinion too much. He just listens to certain people and wants to see their perspective. But Spotify people, they don't like it. It's the cupcake generation, and they don't like it, and they want it censored. But you know what? I hope that Joe Rogan in his podcast agreement with Spotify, because it's going exclusively over there, that they can't censor him. And if they do, he can leave. And if he has an exit strategy, Spotify could lose $100 million. And these people don't realize that if that happens, if they break his contract and he's able to leave and they lose $100 million, their stock price will plummet. And these people will be out of a job, okay? They will cut back jobs and leave. People don't understand. It's a platform. It's a platform. You can't censor everybody. You can't. It's a free country. Is it? Is it a free country? Do we have free speech or not? I mean, what's going on here, man? I don't know. It's like there's too much censorship going on. Let people just say what they say. If you don't agree with it, challenge them or don't listen to it. That's all I feel, That's how I feel. Don't censor people. But they will lose jobs at Spotify if they strike because the Joe Rogan podcast, and want it censored. Like, he could leave at that point probably because of his contract. And I'm sure he's going to stay quiet on this as he should, because you don't want to be talking about something like the owner of Spotify. Well, not the owner. Everybody on Spotify that's invested. I'm talking about the CEO has his back. And you can't just you're not curating, you're a platform. You're not curating, a playlist, okay? It's just a platform. It was a big move for Joe Rogan to go over there. So I just hope he went over there. The funny thing is he went over there because he was being censored too much on other platforms. And to do this, I don't know, man. It's against the law to censor information. Yeah, but it is, but not. They call these platforms private. when they're not really. You know, it's weird. You know, I can understand having guidelines for children and everything. That is important, okay? You have to do that, okay? That's very important. I'm not against people having guidelines for kids and stuff like that. I totally get that. But to censor ideas and stuff, he really is in the middle on everything. He doesn't take he just lets people speak their mind, and it's up to you to decide if you like that person or not. That's what I like about his podcast. It's in the middle. It's 50-50. Anyways, smash that like button, man. We're almost at 70. Let's get to 80 likes. I'm proud of you guys, man, for smashing that like button the way you are. I'm proud. And you're receiving positive energy. When you give out positivity in the world, you get it back. It's beautiful, okay? How are you guys doing today, though? Is everything good? Kiona Plummer, what's good? Cutie Pie, I see you. Mama Raiden. Miss Caddy. Courtesy. I appreciate all you guys coming in, man. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I don't know what the best time to do this live is, but maybe I should do it like around this time every day. It seems like more people tune in around 6 o'clock. It's a sweet spot. 9 o'clock, nah. 8 o'clock, nah. I'm thinking more like 6 o'clock. What do you think? I'm trying to feel out different times. CJ's House of Comedy and Freestyle. My hands in Mr. Tuesday. How you feeling? Okay, I'm feeling good, man. I have nothing to do with Home's Action. A really great catalog. Malcolm Mack, Home Team Network Live Sports. We working to get the bag, my friend. Yeah. JT, you can shoot some more videos. Get back into your stuff. I don't know, Sean. I don't know if I'm going to shoot more videos. I don't feel like I'm good enough anymore. Like, these kids are good. Am I good enough? Probably, but it's just like, do I want to invest the time in it? You gotta, when you put time into something, especially later in life, right? You want to be, like when you get to your 30s, time is super important. Your 20s, you can make mistakes. 30s, you really got to, like, every time, you got to get the right pay for your time, right? Because time is valuable, you know? So if I spend a whole day doing a video and the person's only willing to give me $1,500 or $1,000, I stopped working on something. That's just one $1,500 that day. Boom, done. It's over, right? That artist probably won't do another video for months. But if I was working on building something that makes me $500 a day over and over each day, that's better to me. What do I think about Vlad's thing that's going on? I don't know, man. You know, it's a dicey situation. Probably shouldn't have commented on that. I think it'll just work itself out. I'm sure he's probably going to apologize. I don't know. You know, Vlad built a nice platform. He's taking a stance on something. He put something out. Maybe he should just apologize for putting out the wrong information. I mean, that's probably what he should do. If you put up the wrong information or misquote somebody, you should probably apologize for that. But, you know, I don't really have a hard opinion in this. You know, Lord Jamar and my son and Royce the 5'9", they make their points, you know. So he should probably, like, he has a relationship with those people, and he should probably apologize if he offended them to them. And then, you know, sometimes you got to say sorry, man, you know. Sometimes you got to say sorry. That's all I say. Sometimes you got to just say, hey, I was tripping, you know. I appreciate you guys. What time is it? Yeah, okay, I'm going to sign off now, but I'm going to put up new videos during the day anyways. We got plenty of time left in the day. Maybe I'll go live again later. It's up to you. I think you should repack. Reach out to Juelz? No. Juelz is doing him. I tried to reach out to him in 2016 when he put me on the beginning of those 2 songs up in the studio, those part 1 and part 2. Totally support him coming back. I reached out to him being, like, okay, he used me on the beginning of the songs and everything. That was interesting, right? So I reached out. I said, hey, what's up? Do you want to get back to work or do this? He didn't really reach back. So I just felt like, oh, okay, cool. He just wanted to use what I was saying. I was probably the only person really speaking about him at that time because I do believe in him. I think he just, what happened to his career, man, is sad. I mean, Juelz Santana is very talented, I gotta say. Juelz Santana is super talented, okay? I've seen him in studio. I've seen him work. He's super talented. He and Lil Wayne, he got on the scissor thing. That wasn't good. Then on top of that, his studio got raided. He got into more legal trouble after that. He had the whole thing where Cameron supposedly wasn't signing off on his Def Jam thing. But the whole thing, he was at Def Jam and having problems with Jay-Z. Same with Cameron. So he was kind of on the shelf. And, Juelz is very talented. Super talented. And I wanted to help him in 2016, even though I didn't want to do videos anymore. I would have done them for him at that time. Because I do want to see... because we had a plan in 2008 that we never did. We were going to do all his old stuff. All the old mixtape stuff. And then do new stuff. Remind people who Juelz is. But he wanted to do Skull Gang, and I think that was a bad move. Where are those people now? They're nowhere. Juelz is the star. You got to get your star power back up before you start co-signing other people, and that was the problem. But Juelz, I'm glad he's home. I'm glad he's back with his family. I hope him and Cameron work everything out, and then they're back to normal. I know him and Jim are good. Dipset is special. Juelz is a major part of that. And, I just hope he's able to come back, I hope he is. He makes good music. I always listen to it when it drops. And I hope he stays himself and doesn't try to become somebody else. Sometimes that happens. Just like you did OJ the Juiceman. I did a few. I still have a video with OJ the Juiceman. Just OJ the Juiceman didn't want to, right when we were working together, then I was doing the Shorty Low stuff in the car. Shorty Low had passed. That was sad. Then I was like, who else am I cool with? Me and OJ, whenever we didn't know each other for a long time, but I felt like we were cool. He's a cool OJ the Juiceman is super cool, man. Super cool dude. And I felt like, okay, if I was going to do this with anybody else, what I was doing with Shorty Low to keep it going, I was going to do it with OJ the Juiceman. Because he's like a normal person, man. He's not trying to be a rapper. He's just a normal guy. He's funny. And people don't see that side of him. So I was like, you know what? I'll do that thing with Joe. So I called him. But he wanted to do it. But he had a lot of stuff going on. Maybe one day. I mean, OJ the Juiceman's special, And I still have that video with him. You know what? I should put that video out. It's really good. Which OJ the Juiceman video is it that I have? OJ the Juiceman. Let me see. I think it was off his first album. I don't know if I can... Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not listening to my own stream. So I can check. Okay, yeah, I'm not. Because I want to check out and see what video I have. Let's see. What are the most popular songs by OJ the Juiceman? It was his first album, and he was like, I'm eating shrimp with the lobster. Which one was that? Okay, I be trapping. I get money. Make the trap say a cup of chicken. That's the one. I did cup of chicken. That video's out. Everyone wanted to see that. Wait. OJ the Juiceman eating shark. He had something about eating shark. Texaco, cell phones, eating calamari. Yo. He said swordfish. I'm alone. Oh, no. He said lyrics. Eating shark. And I be trapping. Maybe that was it. Maybe. Nah. I have to find it, man. I forget. It was good, though. Road, red lobster, eating calamari, swordfish, mobsters, lone shark. Is this it? Nah, I'll never find it. Anyways, I be trapping. I be tortured. Is this it? Let me see. I'm sorry to keep you. I be trapping. I can't find it, man. I won't be able to find it. Sorry. Skull Gang was hotter than that. Does anybody know that song where it's OJ the Juiceman and he's like, I'm in what was he in Papa Doe eating shark? OJ the Juiceman in Papa Doe, which is a restaurant if you don't know. Papa Doe. Public housing lyrics. I'm booming. I'm bunking. That's it. Is that it? What did you get? I'm booming. I'm bunking. I'm surfing on the babies. Is this it? I'm booming. I'm bunking. Yo, the lyric. This has to be it. I think this is it. I'm booming. I'm bunking. Yo, he's a legend, man. Booming, bunking. I can't find it, man. Boomin' Bunkin'. Is this it? I don't know if this is it. I gotta find it. You ain't keeping us. You doing us a favor. No, I'm keeping you. I gotta find that song. But if I find it, no, I gotta find the hard drive. The hard drive's in my thing back here. I'll get the hard drive. I'll put it together. We'll put it out. Why not? You know, it's like, we gotta do it for the culture, my G. I got a Yo Gotti video. I should drop those this year just to get them out, cause like, I have Shorty Low videos that I never dropped. And I think they should just be out there, you know? Because, like, what am I doing with them? You know? I have a bunch of videos. Do I have any Jacka videos? I don't know. I got to check. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. It's been, 30 minutes? Let's go live again later if I got time. Like, if I feel like, it's 11 o'clock. Let's see who's up. Maybe we'll do that. Why not? Appreciate you guys. This is JordanTower with JT News. Hit that like button, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And I'm going to put up a website this week. And we'll build on what the website is. And make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord. I don't know who has a link to the Discord. Invite people. Okay, here we go. Copy. I'm going to put the Discord in here. Let's see if it shows up. Boom. The Discord. If you join the Discord, we can talk more. All right? I appreciate you guys. Guys are amazing, man. And make sure you join the Discord so we can talk. I chat with everybody in there. I'll check you guys later.